you're doing any maths, whether that's general, methods, or special, make sure you save this video. A lot of students find maths very difficult because it's conceptually difficult to understand. It's not as simple as trying to memorize a lot of sentences or memorize a lot of concepts. You kind of have to understand the formulas and understand where to apply them if you want to get a decent grade. This is the easiest way to learn any maths concept, and most students do not do this. The biggest mistake that students make is they constantly go forward without even fully understanding the previous formula or the previous topic, and as these things keep building on each other, they just get stuck in this endless loop of constantly not understanding the full idea. That's why whenever you start learning maths, you want to go back to the earliest thing that you don't understand and do this 5-step process. Firstly, read the explanation and know the meaning of every variable in the formula. And this is very critical. For example, let's take a look at this formula down here. Do you know what P stands for? What is principal amount? Is that the original amount? What is unique about P? Where would you find P on a question? And do that for every single variable until you can conceptually know, if I'm looking at a question, where do I even find these variables? Then a lot of questions will give you an example. Read the example, but the next step is the most critical one. Try the example without looking at it. If you're not even able to do the example, that means you don't understand part 1 and go back to part 1. But if you're able to do the example without looking at it, that means you at least have a very basic understanding of the concept. Then try another similar question that's not the example, and if you're able to do that, then try a harder question. If you fail any step of this, go back up to the previous step. Now, the most critical thing is do not move on to the next topic until you can do this with the previous. If you keep moving ahead thinking, oh, like I don't really fully understand this, but I'll just learn the next thing, it's gonna constantly build up on you until you don't understand anything.